Are you not tired of always begging your friends to help you to do your makeup? Don't you want to learn how to do your makeup for yourself? Are you not tired of paying makeup artists every time to do your makeup, even though it's not a special occasion? Just because you don't know how to do makeup, you have to come be paying so much money. Won't you like to learn how to do makeup? If you would like to, then hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Matilda. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to do your makeup. If you're a beginner, this video is perfect for you. You're going to learn how to do makeup like a pro in no time. As soon as you watch this video, you learn. Just trust me. So guys, if you would like to learn how to do your makeup, do this beautiful makeup, then keep on watching. But starting out with the brows, one tip that will really help you when drawing your brows is always trim out the excess hairs. It will help you to really see the right shape for your brows. But I don't have razor blade here or anything to cut my brows, so I'm going to use my brows just like that. But this is just a tip that will help you. So the first thing you want to do is brush up the hairs of your brows. That way you're going to be able to see the shape really well. Make sure you're using a really sharp pencil because that will give you those sharp lines that you need. So you need to know where the arc of your brows are and just trace your brows. If you guys want me to do a detailed video on drawing your brows, I will do that for you guys, because if I spend all day explaining how to do brows, it's going to be a really long video and I'm not sure you guys would appreciate it. After drawing your brows, you're going to need a really thin brush like this to apply your concealer. So I'm going to be using the Elegant Pro concealer, and I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer and just use it to shape in the brows, clean up any mess that came while I was drawing the brows, and just highlight underneath it. So when you're going to be using your concealer, you're going to use a concealer that is 1 shade or 2 shades lighter than your natural skin tone. That way it will really give you that popping effect on your brows. To the music. After drawing the brows, you want to drag down the concealer to your eyelid because we're going to be using the concealer as a primer for the eyeshadow. Brows are done. Now we're going to go to the eyeshadow. For the eyeshadow, I'll just take a little bit of concealer on my fingers and just apply the concealer all over my lid. Now, what's the point of this concealer? The point of this concealer is to make your eyeshadow pop and also to make it last longer. It will also help you to blend your eyeshadow really well. So you just want to put a little bit of concealer. This is particularly good if you don't have an eyeshadow primer. Me personally, I don't even have an eyeshadow primer. Concealer works really fine for me. After applying the concealer, you just need to get a fluffy brush like this and also get a skin tone powder or an eyeshadow that is also your skin tone, and just take a little bit and set lightly. So you're just going to press the eyeshadow very lightly all over where you applied your concealer. The first thing you need to do when applying your eyeshadow is taking transition shades, which are shades that are close to your skin tone. So these 2 shades, I'll be mixing it for my Pixie Beauty Eye Effect Hazelnut Haze palette. Now you just want to take a fluffy brush like this and just apply it all over your crease. So you see where this socket is, you just apply the browns. So you just need to be applying it step by step. That's the best way to get good results. If you guys want a detailed eyeshadow tutorial, I already have that on my channel, which I'm going to link up on the screen, so you can check it out if you want a more detailed video on eyeshadow. Now we're going to go to a really dark shade, and this would add depth to our eyes. So this dark shade would always be at the edge of the eye. So when you're doing your eyeshadow, make sure your darker shade is always used at the edge of the eyes, just like this. So you can just tap it in first. After tapping it in, then you can now begin to blend it out. So because it is a really dark shade, you don't want to over blend it so it doesn't just go everywhere all over your eyes. You just blend it in small motions and you're gonna get perfect results. The next thing I want to do is not particularly beginner friendly, but I just want to do because it has been a while since I did it, which is doing a cut crease. So I'm going to be using concealer to do a cut crease. I don't expect you to know how to do it, although I have a video on my channel which I'm going to link up here, but if you would like to do it, then you can do it. But I just want to do it just because I just feel like doing it. The next thing I'm going to do is go to this really light shade and apply it on the crease that I cut. This is why I really love this Pixie palette, because it is actually quite easy for beginners. It has all the necessary shades that you would need to do a complete eyeshadow look, and that makes it so versatile for me. So I like using it a lot. So now I'm just going to tap the shade on where I cut my crease. The eyes. Now we're going to move on to the skin. I'm going to be using the Beauty by AD Luxe Skin Foundation. This is actually the first time I'll be trying out this foundation, so I would like to see how it goes.
To the music, it turned out to be.
So it's time to blend it in. So when you're applying your foundation, all you just need to do is just tap it in. I always recommend beginners to use a beauty blender to apply their foundation, because I find it is actually quite easy to blend and you really can't go wrong with a beauty blender. With a brush, some people might struggle, but with a beauty blender, all you just have to do is tap, tap, tap in and you'll be good to go. The next thing you want to do is apply concealer. I'm using my LA Girl Pro concealer. Now we're going to be highlighting and contouring. Highlighting and contouring is going to bring out the definition of your face. So you're going to use a concealer to highlight and just place it underneath your eyes. If you want your face to have that lifted look, then you can put it by the corners of your eyes where you would put your eyeliner. That will give your face a more dragged out look. Then you're going to want to contour to give your face definition, to add warmth to your skin. So you're going to apply the contour on the darker areas of your face where the sun would normally hit, which is your forehead and your cheeks. Then you add blush to give your skin that pop of color. So you want to apply it where you would normally smile. You want to take a brush to blend out your contour. Personally, I like to blend my contour first before doing my highlighter. So I'm just going to just tap it in.
To the music. It turned out to be.
I like to blend out the blush next, so I just use my beauty blender and just tap it in. Because I'm a blush junkie, I love blush a lot. I like to add more blush, because when I apply concealer, the concealer will still cover up the blush. So I like to put a lot of blush. I just like the way it looks. Next up is the concealer. I'm just going to tap the concealer on.
Food for the soul.
I'm going to go into my Sacha Buttercup powder in a powder puff. I always recommend using a powder puff. So just take a little bit of powder right there and just tap out the excess. So you want to do like this, tap out the excess. Then you press the powder onto the concealer that you added. Now we're done with everything cream. The next thing you want to do is use powder. So for the contour, I'm going to be using the ZK Cosmetics powder palette, and I'll be using a mixture of these two shades to contour the way I did the first time. Now I'm going to use the same Sacha Buttercup powder to bake. Pack a lot of powder and press it onto your skin. So I went on to do my lips off camera. If you guys want a tutorial, let me know. So I'm going to go into my skin tone powder, which is the Melanic Compact powder, favorite powder in the world, and I'm just going to tap it into my skin, and I'm emphasizing on the places I didn't put this baking powder. So I'm just gonna press the powder into where I bake. Freshen it in. Looking so good. I'm just applying my highlighter just at the highest point of my cheek to give me that glowy look. Ooh, that's too much. So guys, that concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you liked the look. I hope you learned one thing from this video. If you have any more questions, leave it in the comment section below, or if you guys want to see me outside of YouTube, you can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, or Mathildaduku. Hey. If you guys have any video requests, leave it in the comment section below. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see my other videos, I'm gonna leave some videos on the screen here so you can check it out, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Bye.